He went from the pinnacle of professional sports to the heights of national politics. Now he's telling his story on stage. Jane Pauley goes one-on-one with Bill Bradley.
I got a little one here.
Yeah. It's hardly an even matchup. One of us recently had shoulder surgery.
There we are. Shoot it up.
And the other one is me.
There you go. There. You got this. The next one is in. The next one's in. Yay! There we are.
Swish.
Like that sound?
It never gets old. Bill Bradley grew up in a small town on the Mississippi River.
35 miles south of St. Louis with one stoplight.
With a basketball and a goal.
Well, I spent a lot of time practicing, 3 or 4 hours every day, 5 days a week, 5 hours on Saturday and Sunday, 9 months a year. 25 from over there, 25 in a row from there, 25 in a row from here, 25 in a row from here, 25 in a row from here. If you got 23 and you missed the 24th, start over.
And after high school, he left little Crystal City, Missouri with 75 college offers and a new goal. He chose Princeton, but not for basketball.
Princeton did have more Rhodes scholars then than any other university.
Still, in 1965,
Bradley with a jumper. It's good.
he led Princeton to the NCAA Final Four.
Walters to Bradley.
We lost to Michigan in the semifinals, and then they had a third-place game. And in that third-place game, I scored 58 points.
What were your stats?
She's asking my stats of a game 50 years ago. Well, let's see. What were those stats? 22 out of 29 from the field.
And here's Bill Bradley on
14 out of 15 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds.
And tournament MVP. Bill Bradley was already a sensation. And more than a basketball star, he was just famous.
It comes with certain things. I even found a strange woman in my bed. Said hi, and I called the campus police. Remember, I was evangelical.
After graduation, turning down an offer from the New York Knicks, he went to England, a Rhodes Scholar, and a church-going Christian, until a sermon preaching apartheid in racially segregated Rhodesia.
I walked out and never returned to that church.
When Bradley finally appeared in Madison Square Garden, Knicks fans were delirious.
My first game, every time I touched the ball in warm-ups, 18,500 people roared, right? Because I was their savior, right, supposedly.
But not for long.
God turned on me, booing me, spitting on me, throwing coins at me, accosting me in the street with, "Bradley, you overpaid bum." I was failing, and it hurt.
And yet, today his jersey hangs in Madison Square Garden, alongside his teammates, the storied Knicks of the 70s.
We have a new NBA champion.
Two-time world champions in 1970 and 73.
We were not the best players in the league, but we were the best team, and for 2 years we were the best team in the world.
What does it feel like for you now to come to Madison Square Garden after all these years?
Well, it's still home.
Beautiful teamwork.
I really believe it was the first time in my life that I ever felt I belonged.
Even back in Crystal City, a factory town, most dads worked at Pittsburgh Plate and Glass, but Bill Bradley was the banker's son. The only child of Warren and Susie Bradley, she was a doting mother, high in expectations, but strikingly low on praise.
The only compliment that I ever got from her was on her deathbed when she looked up at me and said, "Bill, you've been a good boy." I was 52. My mother always wanted me to be a success. My father always wanted me to be a gentleman. And neither one of them ever wanted me to be a basketball player or a politician.
And so, pivoting directly to politics, at 35, Bill Bradley of New Jersey was the youngest member of the United States Senate.
The place for leadership is here.
A seat he occupied for 18 years.
Thank you very much.
But the White House, people always said, That was Bill Bradley's destiny.
The next president of the United States, Senator Bill Bradley.
And in 1999, he took his shot and missed.
The former senator was very direct during his concession speech in New York.
He won, I lost.
And his marriage of 33 years was ending. Without a goal, without a job, he felt lost. Until he found himself in a new, yet familiar place these last 23 years, investment banking.
Finally becoming my father's banker's son.
And now, an improbable coda to a remarkable career, Bradley reflects on a life of wins and losses.
The river also reminded me that you weren't stuck where you were in this town or anywhere, because you could always get on a raft like Mark Twain's Huck and Jim and go to a new place.
Rolling Along, streaming on Max, is an oral memoir.
Remember, I came from the Midwest, Missouri, the land of the flat O-R. As in Byron again, New York, please pass the FARC. New Jersey is the land of ball and coffee and chocolate.
It's a different Bill Bradley.
I discovered a rich inner life that allowed me to never be alone, a kind of home.
A gentleman and a success. Bill Bradley at 80, rolling along.
If you can have a openness and joy about life that allows you to experience other people, nature, feeling the sun on your arms or whatever, every day you are going to have a full life, whatever you do.